won't you come over? Dying to know where you came from. We're breaking open. Feel like our future's just begun. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves inside. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away when no one knows. Let's run away together. Just lead me into your world. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away when no one knows. Let's run away together on our own. Just lead me into your world. Waiting for no one. We're heading straight up for the sun. They'll never notice. We'll take these cities on our own. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves inside. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away when no one knows. Let's run away together. Just lead me into your world. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away when no one knows. Let's run away together on our own. Just lead me into your world. against the light you shine on me. Your angel eyes won't set me free. Why can't you save yourself? I don't deserve your heart or hell. I'm drowning your devotion to me. Baby, we can't fight our nature. I'm your demon, you're my savior. You bring out my worst behavior. Let's go. Worst behavior. Worst behavior. Baby, we can't fight our nature. I'm your demon, you're my savior. You bring out my worst behavior. You try to fix me when I'm too far gone. I try to hurt you every time I run. Why can't you save yourself? I don't deserve your heart or hell. I'm drowning your devotion to me. Baby, we can't fight our nature. I'm your demon, you're my savior. You bring out my worst behavior. Let's go. Worst behavior. Worst behavior. Baby, we can't fight our nature. I'm your demon, you're my savior. You bring out my worst behavior.
All right, I think it's time to go ahead and start. I think I got all the settings fixed and all the lovely good stuff up and running. I know this isn't the best background, but it will do. Hello and welcome to the first pilot episode of Cocktails and Curiosities. I am your host, Axel Dreamsaber, and I guess we should start. If you're new around here and just new in general, especially to my channel and to my Twitch channel, because this is being multi-streamed to both my YouTube and my Twitch. This is a podcast me and my roommate Knox have wanted to start for quite some time, and you know, just something we wanted to do, something to get started on. This is predominantly going to be just a podcast of us kind of just shooting the shit. Like, there's no real rhyme or reason of why we're doing this. We just kind of want to do it. So, you know, we may get off topic, we may get off track. It's kind of my job to keep both of us on track for the most part. I've been given that job. But if anyone has any questions or, you know, stuff they want to chime in, you're more than welcome to leave down in the comments or in the Twitch chat while this is going on. And if you're watching the VOD of this, still feel free to comment. I try to look at as many comments as I can to make sure things go smoothly. So, without further ado, let's bring Knox in here. Let's get his butt in here. Undeafen him. Hello.
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 Hello, hello.
I guess we can start off with introductions. I've already kind of done the intro and everything.
Yeah. Hi.
Hello. I'm Axel. I'm your host here with Knox, my co-host. Honestly, this is just kind of us just shooting the shit as we normally do. Just the difference is we're poking at specific topics
And recording it.
and recording it, yeah.
It's new.
But yeah, like this is kind of what we're doing. Shit, how do you want to start this off? Like
Well, I was thinking that for the first episode we could give kind of like a little background to who we are.
Mhm.
And I was hoping that you would start, seeing as I've never been good at talking.
Okay, I guess I could start off. Well, like I said, my name is Axel Dream Saber. I guess the best way to like put it down is I'm an entertainer. I mean, technically I'm a streamer. I like to do things. I like to stream, make people laugh, have a good time. And I play video games almost on the daily. And hell, even recently, I picked up Airsoft, and I'm gonna try to do that like every other Wednesday.
Yeah, and do you do anything on the side that no one knows about?
I dabble a little bit in electronics. Like I'm fairly computer savvy. Like I could probably take an entire computer part and put it back together without breaking a sweat. And like, I like tech, I like guns, and I like music. I mean, I've dabbled with like a little bit of music production, but I could never really wrap my head around it. And hell, for a couple years, I actually played saxophone when I was like still in high school.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It was fun. Like I 100% enjoyed that. That was probably the most fun instrument I've ever picked up. And it does
very musically inclined.
It's also like really good for your lung capacity. Is that what that is?
That's a car alarm. I apologize.
Wow, I can actually hear that through your mic.
You probably can. It's a very sensitive mic. It picks up everything.
Literally everything.
Literally everything. Like keyboard typing.
Yeah, you have a very... Your mic is so sensitive it even picks up keyboard clacks. And like at one point I even had half of mine to say like maybe you should probably use like push to talk. Just because of that.
Maybe.
Like I'll put up with it. It doesn't bother me too much.
If I can get my mouse button to be push to talk, I would do that.
Yeah, I mean,
that mouse button I've been having issues with.
I don't think it'd be that hard, or find a button that's a button combo that's not normally used on your keyboard and do that. There's that option. But yeah, I mean, for the most part, like, I'm kind of your average geek. For like except like a couple exceptions. I sure as hell.
Yeah, I mean,
I look the part for the most part. I wear glasses. I have long hair that I usually keep tied back in a ponytail. I wear
makes sense. It's been deactivated this entire time. That's why it's not working for me.
Oh, fair.
So now I can set it up for push to talk, but I'm gonna leave it off for now.
Okay. But yeah, like I even wear like weird hats. Like I even recently bought like a large brimmed fedora that I've been wearing around.
Yes, it looks something else.
I know it does, and I've already been made fun of about it.
I'll keep making fun of you.
I know you will.
Good
It's
job.
kind of it's kind of your job. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, I like music, I like gaming, not just as a means of entertainment, but also as an art form. Like I like keeping up with different companies and what they're doing in the background financially and how you go about making a video game as far as like art design, concept art, storyboarding, technical development. Like
I should go a bit more into your gaming and your streaming. What kind of games do you play? What do you most frequent? You know, what are you good at? Other than
uh
Call of Duty, because smoke my ass in there.
oh my god. Yeah, so Call of Duty is one of the games that I've played for years. Like I have a lot of practice with it and I've played it. I've played nearly every iteration of it. Nearly everyone. It's a nice little arcade game that I could pick up one day, play for like an hour or two, and then drop it.
Hmm. Hmm.
Um,
Makes sense.
it is
Other
something I
games?
like to do. I've actually been recently playing a bunch of Black Desert Online. I've been like hunting for like a new MMO to play, and I've been enjoying it. It's an interesting take on the MMO genre. Um, and I've played let's see, ESO, which is Elder Scrolls Online. I've played Final Fantasy 14. I played a little bit of WoW like way back. I think during like the second or third, no, fourth expansion. Fourth expansion.
Hmm.
When I was like really young and like,
Very
I,
dumb.
yeah, like very dumb. Like it just like, oh, what is this? Oh, no, I'm good. Too much information.
Yeah, I played WoW for like 30 minutes, and I was like, I'm not interested in this.
Oh boy.
I was more into like Metal Gear Solid and like stealth games, even though like I wasn't really great at stealth. I just liked them.
Hmm.
That and maybe like tactical strategy games were always a big interest of mine. Kind
I
of
put
steered away from FPSs until recently.
I played a lot of like RTSs. I've played a bunch of RTSs.
Yeah.
And you know, those who don't know the lingo, that's a real time strategy game. Think of old school Warcraft. Think old school Age of Empires before it became something else. Yeah, like Age of Empires was another one. Um, what else? A little bit of StarCraft. I've done. StarCraft is another one, and my favorite still to this day is the Supreme Commander series. Like
Yeah, I
those have
remember
been
you
my
played that a
favorite.
lot.
Yeah, those are my favorite RTSs. I just like the styling and the like setting that it's placed in, and it's fun. Um,
And that you can nuke the world.
yes, you can very much nuke the world.
Literally, it's not even like a euphemism. That's
No,
you
yeah,
literally can
you
launch
can.
a nuke that nukes the entire world.
Well, not the entire world. Like they're
Most of
pretty.
it.
You can nuke somebody's base and just demolish the crap out of it.
It's pretty hot.
Yeah, it's pretty nice. Um, what else have I played? I've played a lot of games. Of course, I've played all the Metal Gear Solid games, like all of them.
Yeah, I've played everything except for number one, the very first
I
one.
actually had the opportunity to play number one.
Well,
That
lucky you.
that was fun. I enjoyed that. And I already said if somehow, in some way, in the far future, someone decides to remake all the Metal Gear games, I will play every single one of them. Just shut up and take my
So
money.
will I. Yeah, I'll just shell out for all of them. I don't even care.
Yeah,
I
that was
might
a,
go get a couple of them again now that I think about it, and buy some. But it's gonna have to wait.
I'm sure there's like emulators you can get for like the old ones for like PS2 and shit.
Yeah, or I mean, I can get like Metal Gear Solid 5 is only $20.
Metal Gear Solid 5 is actually a good one. I enjoyed that one. People,
Yeah, it actually is really good.
a lot of people harped on it. I was like, nah, it's actually a really good game.
Or you can get the definitive edition for $30.
The definitive edition.
The definitive edition.
Yeah, I'm a gamer. I'm a streamer. I like music. I like airsoft. I like guns. And anime. I am very much a weeb. I will wholeheartedly admit that I am a weeb.
That makes sense.
I like anime.
I can see that.
Yeah, that's pretty much me, dude. Got any other questions for me, my mans?
I
think we're just
not that I can think off the top of my head, but let's see. How would you describe yourself as a person, like in general? Like, what are we've got your hobbies and interests out the way, but like, what kind of person is the the average listener dealing with?
Honestly, I have been described as if a orange tabby cat decided to become human and was a borderline angsty teen. I want cuddles, I want food, and most of the time I just want to be left alone.
I want the two things that require human interaction most of the time, and then I want the one thing that requires no human interaction. Please leave me alone.
Yes.
I would like to cuddle you, but from a distance, from very, very far away.
No, not even from
cuddle
a distance.
Me, but don't touch me.
No, you're gonna cuddle me, and you're gonna cuddle me right now.
And then leave me alone.
No, you'll shut up and let me cuddle you and watch anime with me.
That's a mood.
This is not a request. This is a demand. But I'm
about Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, nice.
So I have a problem.
But yeah, I'm usually fairly easygoing and laid back. I've been told like I have a tendency to be a little too passively apathetic. But honestly, it's just I let things go really easily. It's like I can't let it bother me. And I'm surprisingly difficult to anger. Even though I get frustrated a lot, it's very difficult to make me angry.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I guess to be super specific, but we could do the TikTok trend of what's your age, what's your favorite color,
of course. I mean,
what's your height?
I'm 23. I live in Texas. That's as much as I'm gonna give. I live in Texas. My favorite color, if you haven't noticed by my shirt on the stream, it's orange, and right behind that is like dark blue. I like cobalt blue specifically. And
I've got a lot of internet all of a sudden. What the hell?
Well, height, I think I'm like 6'1".
If you're 6'1", I'm 6'2", and I doubt that.
I think you're 6'2", my man.
Oh god, I'm getting taller. Someone stop me.
Tall boy. But yeah, I'm your average tech head who just like
the train.
Oh yeah, I hear
the train as well.
Of course, the moment we start recording.
I'm sorry I can't walk out there and pull a fucking Hancock and step in front of the train and have it crash into me. And just fucking like tank that shit.
Yeah, sadly, there's nothing we can do about that, especially where we live at the moment.
Yeah. What about are you single?
Yes. Unfortunately, I am single.
That is unfortunate, I guess.
Shut up.
Troubles. Hey, you have single troubles. If you were in a relationship, you'd have relationship troubles.
Honestly, I probably
There's a
would. There would
different
be
can of worms.
like if I were to ever get a girl, they would need to be able to put up with my shit.
That's kind of how relationships work. I don't know
I
if you
mean,
knew this, but
uh,
in general,
listen here, okay?
Linda, listen,
M-
Linda.
Listen, Linda. I'm a special can of worms that most people don't want to open, let alone touch.
You are a very unique and interesting person that I'm sure someone will find and will find
English?
some kind of interest in you. I don't know. I'm trying to work your self-esteem up, okay?
I have decent self-esteem. Just I feel like there's things that I could fix, but that's a me problem.
Yeah. Let's see. I can't think of any more questions off the top of my head. Do you have any pets? I guess is another question. And
Unfortunately,
I'm
no.
sorry, but I don't count.
No, we don't have any. Me and my roommate do not have any pets right now.
It would cost money, and the money that we don't have.
Exactly. Money,
What about
money.
career-wise? Do you have any interest career-wise? Any direction that way?
If ideally, if it was up to me, I'd become a graphic design artist, but I don't know if I have the chops for it. But right now, I'm looking into electrical engineering and maybe even just being an electrician.
Are you telling me you're gonna have to make an electrical engineering rule for me?
I might have to roll percentile for that.
Yeah. So we both of us actually play tabletop games, so that'd be D&D.
Palladium.
Currently, we both play a Palladium game. Currently, I have a couple D&D games I'm in that are online.
Yes, we're nerds.
Very much. And if you're wondering more about me, which I think I'm going to switch the conversation to my direction, because I'm really good at talking about myself.
Sometimes too well.
Hey, suck it. Let's see. I played a decent amount of tabletop. I played a decent amount of video games. Currently, I'll go backwards from what you answered. Currently, or as backwards as I can go, work as a groundskeeper for the place that we currently live at. I actually work there, and that's for the rent discount mostly, other than to pay bills. I'm currently training, or I'm about to start training in June to be a masseuse, because I've always been told that I have godlike hands and am amazing. I was supposed to say amazing in bed, so I was thinking.
Brain went right to the gutter at like Mach 5 speed.
Bitch, I live in the gutter. I live in the gutter. That is where I reside. I was born here. I've stayed here my entire life.
I eat my food here. I take showers here.
I don't take showers here. I go somewhere else. I go to the nicer places to take showers. I do my philosophy in the shower. That's it. But in general, I would, if I had to give a dream job. Ooh, that's difficult. I don't know. I'm very much like a nomad and a vagabond. I don't really like to stay on one thing or stay in one place. Very much ADHD controlled. So probably I've always wanted to do pen testing, which is basically like you get to be a criminal, but with the people you're robbing's permission, essentially, and that you help them with their security by attacking their security and then telling them how you did it so that they can fix it. Because I always thought that'd be cool. But if I had to say, my dream occupation, quote unquote, would be a house husband. In all honesty, I would like to stay home, cook, clean, take care of the kids, that kind of stuff. That would be my dream. However, that's not really something that you can like go to college for and aspire towards that too much. I do my own
it's not an
research.
official occupation, okay?
Yeah, I can't send out resumes and shit. I mean, maybe I can, but
I mean you kinda can.
It's an option, but it's not. I don't think I'm skilled enough yet to like really start sending out resumes. I'll have to get a couple trade schools and certifications first.
Yes, trade school certification for being a house husband. Hey, I can cook, I can clean, I can do dishes, I can do laundry, I can clean the house, I can take care of the kids.
I'll get 3 years experience as a maid, and then I'll go to culinary school, and I'll take courses on marriage counseling as a marriage therapist, and take courses in childcare and rearing. Boom, and then I'll submit my resumes out there.
Yes, the resumes, they will happen in time.
Let's see. As for personality wise, I have been compared a few times by Axel here to a.
You were the living void embodiment in the shape of a cat.
That too. However, I've also been compared to Michael Reeves.
Yes, you were a crackhead. I'm sorry.
I have max crackhead energy. I just do whatever the fuck I want, and it just so happens that I'm like borderline insane. So people will just have to deal with that from time to time. That's
functional insanity has its perks at times.
Yes, like the world has decided to let me live another day, and I'm going to make it everyone else's problem. But as for like, I'd say like aesthetics wise, what I look like, because I'll never show my face. Sorry, people. Is I generally, I would say I'm like apparently 6'2" according to someone else, but I think I'm more like 6 foot. But I'm maybe like 6'1". But I aspire towards the goal of, or not aspire towards, this is just what I naturally look like. I would say think fluffy haired gamer boy aesthetics. That's kind of like generally what I look like on my off days. At work, I look like you
look like a raging psychopath about to just punch somebody in the mouth for just looking at you sideways.
I'm not even joking. I've had one of my coworkers keep commenting to me, is like, do you always give everyone that drives near you a stink eye? I'm like, if they drive up behind me very menacingly and slowly, yes, I do.
X gonna give it to you.
Shoot me. Yeah, like I'm like if you pull up and just like slowly drive next to me, I'm gonna look at you like you're trying to kill me, because it looks like you're trying to kill me, but that's besides the point. And but in general, like I'm very much like a very fluffy, like basically feed me, give me cuddles, and like I don't desire much more than, like, I literally am like
I require attention and food.
Basically, I would say that my like highest stats, not highest stats, but like highest descriptors, or like most accurate descriptors, would be mad, as in madness. I always describe myself in contrast to Axel as actively apathetic. In other words, nothing matters, but that is the reason that I live. Nothing matters, but that makes life enjoyable because I don't have to care. So, I always describe myself as actively apathetic. And then I'd say just general, like, cuddly crackhead energy. I always tell people I always describe myself as a demon, because I think it's the easiest way to explain like my logic behind most things. It also reminds people, hey, I know I'm like a really nice person, but don't mistake me, I'm not that nice. Like, I'm not a good person. So, don't get me wrong, like, I'll do nice things for people, and I'll be sweet and caring, but cross me the wrong way and you'll find out.
Fuck around and find out, man.
Basically,
don't want to see this energy. It's gonna tear you a new one.
Yeah. So I generally always say that I'm a demon that feeds off of people's positive emotions. So I love seeing people happy and in ecstasy and other things. So generally, the reason it's like the reason I am kind is because I have an ulterior motive. That ulterior motive is because I want you to be happy, because I like you being happy because it's delicious.
Oh, cool.
But
tell me about your gaming interests. Like what do you like to play? What do you like to do in your off time?
As for, I wouldn't say gaming interest per se, but I like anime. I like gaming. I'm really big into philosophy and the realm of philosophy. I love, you know.
Yes.
I would say if I
philosophy
had to
is his pastime.
basically, philosophy is my life. It's a way of life, man. I would say my like the philosopher that I most enjoy their work per se. Like I never say like I aspire to them or something like that. It's always just like I enjoy what they put out more than anybody else. Would probably be Alan Watts. I really like vibe with him a lot.
Mhm.
To put it in simple terms, that I don't have any other terms for that. But yeah, I really vibe with him.
Yeah, you've told me
But
that quite frequently. That's for sure. You very much like follow his example for the most part. I know you say you disagree with a lot of his stuff, or not a lot of his stuff. There's some things you disagree with, but most of his stuff you actually like. All right, that's acceptable. That's cool.
Well, it's one of those things of like, there actually it's most other philosophers. It's one of those things where it's like I've tried on a lot of different philosophies, and none of them have quite meshed well. However, Alan Watts' philosophy and his style of philosophy just seems to jive. Like it just seems to work, unlike everything else. I wouldn't say that like I don't think there's really much I can say that I disagree with anymore with him. It's more one of those things that, like, as you get to understand it more, it's one of those kind of philosophies you got to chew on for a while.
Okay.
I've gone away from it, come back to it, gone away, come back, gone away, and every time I come back, it feels like there's something different, something new there for me to learn about or experience. And it's one of those things where it's like it's very, it's not serious, which is my favorite thing about it. It's not serious. It's like, is it serious? Is life serious? Because at the end of the day, that's really the most important question. Besides, is it okay to keep living? Which I'll put it in that way because I don't promote self harm in any way. But in general, like, is life worth living? Which I would generally say yes, because
Oh God.
that was my mic falling.
Technical difficulties.
This is a citation needed. No, I'm just kidding.
So
I fucking miss that. I miss that so much. I wish they'd bring that back.
it's like, there's an issue here. I need a citation for the mic falling. We like to call it a party foul.
There's
I know. There's a podcast that was called Citation Needed. I actually watched a couple episodes of it.
It was a podcast called Technical Difficulties. The game they played is Citation Needed.
Oh, gotcha.
That's why when you said technical difficulties, I referenced it.
Yeah, I always knew it as Citation Needed.
Yeah, no. Citation Needed is the name of the game.
Yeah, cool. That's pretty much like me and Nox in a nutshell. And I mean, I guess I could go on a little bit about like what exactly we're gonna be doing on this podcast.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
For the most part, this podcast is literally just gonna be me and him going back and forth with some stuff that I find on the internet. Like, hey, this is cool for a topic. Let's run with this and see how far it goes. And if it doesn't go far enough, I'll just find another topic to run on. And also, if it wasn't for the fact that I forgot to go get Mountain Dew today, we would be drinking right now. That's why it's called Cocktails and Curiosities. There will be alcohol involved. Just forgot to do it today, which we can always do that next Sunday.
Yeah.
But that's essentially what this is. It's just us kind of going back and forth, talking about some cool stuff that we find, and you know, like, hey, I think this would be a cool topic to talk about on the podcast, or you know, it doesn't really have a particular direction. We're just kind of picking topics and running with it.
Yeah.
And then we get to see
just the shooting the shit.
Yeah, and we get to see like the nonsense that comes out of Nox's mouth. Because I'll tell you what, when this man goes off, he goes like it's like a freight train waiting to crash into something. Like he's got a lot of stuff in his head that I like to poke at. Like, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? I'm like, all right, here's 7,000 tangent possibilities that we can run on, and we can talk for hours on end about cotton candy. We could find like 700 different topics.
Cotton candy I had back in the day, actually. Now that we're on cotton candy. So they used to sell this cotton candy that was so delicious, but they always had like different flavors of it. Like they had the red, the blue, it's more like a pink and blue. And
what's up, Soli-sama? Chicka.
What? Then the yellow.
I was telling one of our viewers, like, hello.
Oh, there's a freaking person here? Holy shit! Hi.
Name is Soli-sama. They're on the YouTube channel, saying hello. He said chugga, like, because I mentioned a freight train. So like I've come to the conclusion that cotton candy is like Kool-Aid. You never call it by its flavor. As purple cotton candy, blue cotton candy, yellow cotton candy.
I never know the fucking flavor. It's just that's the color of the cotton candy, and that's the flavor of the cotton candy.
It's like purple drink, yellow drink, blue drink, red drink.
You want some grape juice? The fuck's grape juice? I want some grape drink.
I want some purple drink, man. I'm like, that's grape. No, that's purple. But grapes are purple. Yes, it's purple drink. Yeah, look, the majority of this podcast is just gonna be us doing dumb stuff on stream and just talking about some cool stuff that we happen to get our hands on. But
in general, that's the idea.
We're starting to hit time. We're hitting about 50 minutes. Do you have any like last thoughts or things you'd like to add to the stream?
We should have like, well, you started a little late. You started about like 8:15.
Well, I have OBS open. I have the timer on it.
Yes.
Yeah. But if you want to go for like another 20 minutes, that's cool. I mean, you got something to bring to the table?
Unless it's like an hour and 10 minutes, then, you know.
I mean, we've already come to the conclusion that this podcast is going to vary in length. I've just settled on a start time, which is 8 o'clock.
Let me tell you why I'm God.
Oh, God. Deep philosophy mode engaged.
And why you're God. And why you're God.
You get God status. You get God status. Everybody gets God status.
Not God status. You were literally God. You're just pretending to not be God. That's all it is. Because it's more fun to not be God. Let me see if I can find the quote. There it is. There was a quote that I heard from Al Watts that put it as, it says, "Now a great thing in the street seems any human nod, where move in strange democracy the million masks of God." And that's the quote that is basically in reference to this, which is that every person is actually God incarnating and forgetting themselves to basically play the part of so and so and enjoy that life.
Isn't like the thing you keep bringing up is like God's greatest power is his own forgetfulness or something like that?
Yes, it's God's divinity is his own forgetfulness.
Yeah.
Basically, the ability, to forget that the same thing that is moving the sun and the stars and bringing atoms together and creating life is the same thing that moves our bodies and moves our minds and allows us to do what we do. It's all one energy, one force, and that we're all part of that. And therefore, we're all God, just in disguise, pretending that we're not God.
Yeah, you see, chat, this is what I'm talking about. 1 minute we're talking about some dumb stuff about like different kind of colors of drink and cotton candy, and we all of a sudden switch gears into something deep and philosophical. Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, welcome to the podcast. I will say
this is normal.
Yeah, generally I'll just like spout off some fucking philosophical bullshit. And maybe someone will be interested. And also, if anyone's interested in, I don't know, sees the same point, it's like, hey, we'd love to hear, because the reason I originally decided, I actually get this as an ender for us, like a closing statement.
Okay.
But but I the original reason why I wanted to start the podcast, and I brought this up to Axel over here afterwards, was because I'd hopped in a couple of voice chats on Discord, and people kept telling me that they really liked my voice and that I should do a podcast because they said it was very soothing. So that's kind of the spark that got me to the idea. So if there's anything anyone would ever want to see, or to be more specific here, specifically from me, there will be a channel it's currently up, but I don't think it has anything on it or is even like set up or at all. It's just been, we just got the space for it and haven't set it up. But it will be under the Nobus group. So Nobus Productions, that's Nobus Productions. And but if there's anything you also want to hear, like I could read bedtime stories or some shit if people want that, or I'm perfectly open to putting out more videos of just me talking, because I love to talk and I would love to get paid to talk. So
yeah, I mean, give that man a look, give him a poke, see what you want to hear from him. Again, he's a great guy, love him to death.
Yep.
And I talk all the time. You can find me here talking my head off or playing video games or whatnot. And hell, soon I might even be doing airsoft videos on the YouTube channel. But
and you may also see me with him at some point.
Yeah.
Playing with him, but I don't know. It may be one of those things where it's like we play off camera and he can play on camera on it by himself.
Yeah, because
I don't know how we'll do that.
I'm actually like saving up for a GoPro. I actually want a GoPro and mount it on a helmet and go.
Yeah. So, but we there will be more things that we'll be creating. This is basically just the start, and this podcast will be after it's finished being set up here. It'll be sent over to the Nobus Productions channel once I get the file from Axel, I will send it over there and upload it. So, yep.
Yeah.
That's all I've got.
Yeah, if you guys enjoyed today's stream, and I'm gonna like just off topic for a second. Wes, thank you for the subscribe and the like button and the notifications. Appreciate you. It'll keep you up to date when we do this. We're gonna be doing this hopefully every Sunday, as long as we feel up to it. Like, you know, we're human, things happen. But this has been Cocktails and Curiosities. I'm your host, Axel, and Knox, my co-host. If you have any questions or anything of the sort you want to ask me or him, feel free to hit up the Twitter. I will leave a link down in the description for the YouTube channel below. And I guess vocally, my Twitter is at AxelDreamSaber. I also have a Twitch, which is twitch.tv/AxelDreamSaber. And you will, of course, find my content here on the channel, the Dreamsaber Chronicles. But that's it for the podcast, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you again soon.
Yep.
Bye!